Every second Sunday of Lent, we read this gospel, and it's pretty much explained in the preface of today's Mass, which says that Jesus wanted to prepare them for the difficult days that were ahead. In other words, he wants to show them a glimpse of his glory so that when the difficult days of the Passion that were coming came, they would not forget, lose their way. And we'll see how successful that was in a moment. You already know. But nevertheless, he takes them up this mountain, and there's something here of a kind of a paradigm or a miniature replica of our lives. In our life, there are some moments of great glory and moments of sorrow. And you'll notice that again, the Lord wants to take them up here to this mountain to show them a glimpse of his glory. But in order to get there, they have to climb. Now, many of you, I've been up Tabor about 4 times now, and we take these special cars up there with these special transmissions, because it's a steep climb. And they didn't have a nice little car to ride in. They had to hoof it. They had to climb. They had to go up as the old song says, they had to go up the rough side of the mountain. And it must have been a difficult, arduous climb, probably the better part of a day. And finally they get up there. They must have been exhausted. And after this climb, the view from up there is just beautiful. The whole Jezreel Valley, it's just magnificent. But the Lord's got something bigger for them than that. And suddenly, Jesus' clothes became dazzlingly bright, and they saw his glory. And it says they heard the Father's voice. They fall on their faces. It's astonishing. And yes, Moses and Elijah, if you will, representing the Old Testament, the law and the prophets. And there they are, speaking with the Lord. And Peter says, Lord, this is great. Let's just stay here. Let's just stay right here. We'll pitch some tents and just stay up here and bask in the glory. Let's not even talk about going down this mountain. So the Lord has to say, in effect, sorry, Peter. We got to go down this mountain. We got some other hills to climb, and especially a hill called Calvary. And over that hill are joys unspeakable and glories untold. But for now, we've got to go up and down some mountains in our life. Some of the most wonderful things in our lives were bought at great sacrifice. Maybe you who raised kids, that was a great sacrifice, and yet your greatest joy. Some worked so hard for college degrees or for things in their career or to build up churches and do great works, but it was hard work. And that's the nature of life. We climb, we enjoy the view, we go down the mountain, up another hill. This is kind of a picture of our life. An old spiritual says that we are climbing Jacob's ladder, soldiers of the cross, but every round goes higher, higher. So this isn't just a model for life. It shows you where we're going. It's like a spiral staircase. You come around to the cross, suffering, difficulty, sacrifices. You come around to the other side, the glory, and back to the cross. But like a spiral staircase, you're one level higher, Every round goes higher, higher. So in our life, there are those patterns of the cross, the glory of the resurrection, back to the cross. And one day, a final cross, our own Calvary, the final hill, and over we pray, if we're faithful, the joys unspeakable and glories untold. But until that time, soldiers of the cross, remember, that's the pattern. But every round, like a spiral staircase, if we are faithful, every round goes higher, higher.